from Black Ops 2. That's what I thought it was. And so, that's pretty much for the lava thing. You had a picture of a lake, and nobody could make out what this lake was, but it turns out to be Lake Matheson. And it is located in New Zealand, and we've confirmed that New Zealand is part of World War II. So World War II, New Zealand, it can only mean one thing, it's World War II. Before all these Snapchats happened, there was a change to their Snapchat name, and it was Mr. Solemn or Salim. We are not sure what to call him yet. And after they put up a few of these videos, he changed it to Dr. Salim. So we were all confused on who this Dr. Salim dude is, and it turns out he is a World War II post-World War II doctor from the 1960s. And from the 1960s to about the 70s, Vietnam War was going on. And everybody, when they heard about World War II, was, I would say, heartbroken. Because Black Ops was I'd say the best Call of Duty ever made, and probably ever will be at the time. And it's really weird to think, wow, we got information from the beginning of World War II, post-World War II, what does this mean? The numbers. What do the numbers mean, Mason? Does that sound familiar? Because it really sounds familiar when you start out Black Ops 1. You don't even have to do the campaign. Sitting in the chair, you see these, I'd say at least 16 TV screens. What does this mean? We have taken a look at the numbers. We cannot identify it. We don't know if it's Morse code, if it's trying to say something, or if it has something to do with the Matrix. I said don't open the door. Thanks for ruining the video. And going back to the numbers, nobody can really make out what they mean. Are they just a bunch of random type numbers? Or are they the numbers that contain the number of cells and stuff like that needed to make a zombie? And going back to, if I say zombie, there was a picture of this girl. Now this girl looked exactly like Samantha. The only thing that was different is she had her hair different. It wasn't the straight, it was all curly. So is this girl Samantha, is the question. If this girl is Samantha, they are continuing the zombie series. And why wouldn't they? Let's see what else. Cell mutation. He talked about cell mutation a little bit in a picture of a brain, and it looked like a bunch of cells. So cell mutation is obviously how you make zombies. Now, my theory of this is that this guy, which we think is Dr. Salim, but we might think that he's actually a doctor, and that you're going to play as Mason or Reznov. Some people don't know, but Reznov he's been in basically all the Call of Duties. And he's been called the Wolf. They put a picture of a wolf on Snapchat, so that means Reznov. And a while ago, I think it was 2012, there was this video released called Call of Duty Iron Wolf. It was a very small game. I'm not sure who it was made by, but Reznov was the main guy. And just adding all this up, you can easily say that Zombies is going to be back. I personally did not play Zombies as much besides Origins. Origins is really I think, the best map besides the original World at War maps, like Deriz and all them, I think it's the best map. And so, if Reznov is back, that is huge. They're continuing the storyline. And earlier today, at about lunchtime for me, it was 11:30. It was released at about 10:30. Everybody was freaking out at my school. They said, go to Snapchat, go to Snapchat, go to Snapchat. And so I was like, alright, I'll go at lunch. And I really regret going at lunch because my Twitter feed was blowing up. Like, my phone was non-stop vibration for like 2 hours. So I had to turn it off because I kept, like, it was just annoying me, just vibration after vibration. So I was like, what is going on? At lunch, I checked Twitter. Black Ops 3 is blowing up. And a quote came out from Dr. Salim. He said, our greatest barrier is our own fear, our own doubts. So this can only mean one thing. He is having some type of fear. And when I say fear, he is scared of something. And a lot of people today they're afraid of death. So, is this Dr. Salim because he's talking about death? It kind of sounds like Captain Price. If Captain Price is making a comeback, even bigger because he's one of the best snipers of all time. So there's a bunch of things that could be going wrong. And if Captain Price is here, he had a little bit to do with the zombies and Maxis. As you all know, Maxis is Samantha's dad. Now, I don't want to get too far into it, but who is Maxis' wife? A few people that I've been talking to have said Sally from Black Ops 2. Now, if you don't know who Sally is, Sally played in Buried, I know for sure. I think Mom of the Dead, I'm not sure. But I know for sure she was in Buried. And Samantha wasn't talkative in that one. So that just kind of throws the idea out the window. Is that really her mom? And nobody knows, but another thing that YouTubers got a picture of. I personally got it. Not sure who it was from. And what time is it? Hang on. 4:15, alright. Not sure who it was from. But it was a picture of what looked like to be a bunch of red dots. I wish I still had the World at War picture, but Dad's calling you. Hang on, we're probably about to get interrupted here. Go. Going back to it. The World at War cover had a guy right here holding a gun.
Door.
Oh, well, I'm busy.
He's been ringing and ringing.
Oh, well, can you give me a second?
You're coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I gotta make this quick. There was embers coming out from here. And I was confused. Because I was like, wow, this looks like the World at War cover. In the animated cover, you saw the embers fly out. And I was like, wow, what is this? World at War 2 could be the next Call of Duty title. And this might be, before I get into the title, PTSD, as we were talking about earlier, I think that Mason is hundreds of years in the future, and they're brain scanning him, or probably not hundreds of years, he's probably like 30 years in the future, he's older, and they're brain scanning him to see what went wrong. As you go through the Call of Duty Black Ops series, you see Mason he's got so many flashbacks. It even dates back to Call of Duty, what was it? Finest Hour on the PS2, PS1, all that. One of the oldest Call of Duties. And Mason was on there, and that was around the World War II time. And everybody freaked out when that reference was brought up. I pretty much don't have anything else to say. I think that's it, all I've got for today. And this next thing I'm about to tell you could be the biggest thing in Call of Duty history. The Call of Duty for 2015 is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Been confirmed many times, and about 2 hours ago there was a picture on Snapchat of the logo like this, the Black Ops 2 logo, with an extra line, and that only means Black Ops 3. So, that's all I want to thank you for today. This is a kind of long video, but I really wanted to explain why it is Black Ops 3. So, thank you for watching. I don't really have an outro, so I'll leave you with this expo marker.